that I need you to go to is www.rentcalculators.org. Now this is a site that you can go to at home. It doesn't just have to be here at school. And the nice thing about this site is that it has a free graphing calculator. And so if we go ahead and go to rentcalculators.org, you're going to get something like this. Okay. Now if you notice up there on the left, it says free online calculator. That's what you're going to go ahead and click. Okay. So once you click that free online calculator, you're going to get something that looks like this. And you want to click at the free online graphing calculator. Okay, so the free online graphing calculator. And so you should get something, I'm going to try and get it in the screen here. You're going to get something that pops up like this. Okay, and so what we're going to be able to do here is we're going to be able to graph anything and see what it looks like. And so we're going to go back to that main screen in Active Inspire, and we're going to see the two equations we need to graph. Okay, so the two equations we need to graph, and you might want to write these down. 5.23x plus y equals 7.48. Yeah, just write down the two equations. And so basically our goal today is going to be to graph those two equations and find out if they intersect, and if they intersect, where they intersect. Okay? So we should have those written down. And we're going to go ahead and go back to our free online graphing calculator. Now notice here, I've got 4 equations I can enter in. I'm just going to enter in the 2. And the big thing here we need to understand is they need to be y equals. So I'm going to need to adjust that first one. And so that first one I'm going to graph is y equals negative 5.23x plus 7.48. Because what did I have to do? I had to move that x over because remember it was right with the y. So that's the first one I'm going to graph. And then the next one I'm going to graph should be y equals 6.42x minus 2.11. Now that one, what you needed to do is subtract the 6.42 and then divide by a negative 1. So on some of these, you might have to actually solve for y first. And so then notice, all I've done is I've just typed those in as they are. When you get those typed in, I need you to go ahead and click on the graph button. It's in orange. Okay. So go ahead and click on the graph button. You all should have those entered in by now. Okay. And click on graph. What do you notice about the two lines? They intersect, and you can actually see that intersection point. That is really important because in order for it to find the intersection point, it needs to see it. And so what we're going to do is I need you to go up here to intersection. Do you see that? It's the third one over. Okay. So go up here to intersection, right up here. And it's going to say select two equations. So I'm going to select these two equations. And then I'm going to hit find intersection points. Okay? So go ahead and click find intersection points. And what do you come up with? 0.8232 and then 3.1749. So that's where those two lines intersect. They don't intersect at a specific like 1,3 or like 2,4, which were some of yours from yesterday. But this is where they intersect, and that's what's so nice about graphing technology. Okay, so we're going to look at another one. All right, so let's look at this one. It says y equals 4x minus 9 and y equals 7 plus 7x. y equals 4x minus 9. So really what you could do if you were in the program, you could just be typing these in right now. Okay, so go ahead and eliminate the first two that you've typed in and kind of put these in those first two spots. So 4x minus 9 and 7 plus 7x. Okay, so we're going to go back into the program. And I'm going to go back to equations. Notice here I have to go to equations at the top left. And then I've got 4x minus 9. And then I've got 7 plus 7x. So remember, that in order for us to find the intersection points, I have to hit graph. And when I hit graph, what do you notice? They don't intersect on the screen, but it looks like they might intersect down below here, right? So what I need to do is I need to zoom out. You see that zoom out button? And I need to zoom out so that I get that intersection point on the screen. So when you zoom out once, it doesn't quite hit. When you zoom out twice, it does. So now I'm going to go up to intersection. Okay? And I'm going to select these two equations. And I'm going to select find intersection points. And there you go. But in order for this to work, you have to have that intersection visible. Okay? Questions? See, this is a lot faster than if you had to graph them by hand. Okay? So, but of course we always look at by hand first. So this is what I need you to do. This is actually on page 343. This is in the extend section from section 6.1. And I just need you to do 1 through 10. Yes, you're going to have to use your netbooks. Okay? You can also use your computer at home. But remember, the site is www.rentcalculators.org.